Hey guys! I wanted to show you tonight this cut crease tutorial. Now I'm going to be completely honest with you, I've never done a cut crease until tonight, but I wanted to try it out and I thought it would be fun to share with you guys. I am going to share this to my Facebook group and we'll see if anyone hops on here with me. Hey Shawnee! Hey Dagan! If you guys are hopping on, please feel free to say hi. I'm just quickly sharing this to my Facebook group. All right. So, like I said, we are going to be doing a cut crease tutorial. This is what my cut crease looks like. As I said already, I've never done a cut crease until this evening, so this is still a learning process for me, so I thought it would be fun for us to kind of learn this together because I think it's a really fun, dramatic look. A lot of my Y sisters have been trying this out, and I really wanted to try it out for myself, so hope you guys enjoy. As always, if you guys have questions about anything along the way, just let me know. And if you have anyone that you think would be interested in seeing this video, feel free to share it with them or share it on your wall. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And again, this is the look that we are going for, this cut crease look. So, and like I said, guys, this is just the second time I've ever tried this before. Thank you, Dagan. Yeah, it is kind of that old school kind of Cleopatra type look, I guess. Thank you. This shade is called Stubborn. It is a liquid lipstick, and I really, really like to use these a lot. It's super pigmented, so it lasts all day long. And if you're afraid of lipstick, you shouldn't be. You should definitely be bold and try it out because it's so fun to experiment. So I definitely would recommend to give that a shot. Okay, so for the cut crease, we are going to be using palette 2. This is the palette that I just got recently, so I'm having a lot of fun using it. And then we are going to use Victorious, the Splurge Cream Shadow, to do the cut crease. Hey Dust! And like I said, guys, this was the first time I've ever done a cut crease before, so we're gonna learn together tonight, and hopefully I can show you a few things. How are you doing, Matt? So, I'm excited. I think this is a fun look, and I think it turned out pretty well considering that it was the first time that I've ever done it. Hey, Chelsea! Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to use this deluxe brush, and we are going to go into this shade here. This is Perplexed, and we are just going to get a little bit of that pigment, and we are going to go in that crease area and start to define the crease. Okay, I'm excited, guys, and like I said, I feel like I'm getting lipstick on my teeth. Like I said, we're learning together, so I may make some mistakes here and there, but we'll just see how it goes. So we're just going to, let me get my mirror closer. We are going to start off with this shade Perplexed, and we're just gonna go in that crease area and start to layer that on. So the whole point of this is basically we're wanting to define that crease, and we're going to do lots of blending. Hi, Chad! So we're just starting off with this shade Perplexed. And this is, I think the cut creases that I've seen tutorials for tend to be, hey Patty, tend to be very dramatic. This is a little bit more of a subtle look, I think. So that's what we're kind of trying to go for, especially because I'm still learning how to do this. But hopefully we'll get a little better at it and I'll be able to show you some more fun cut crease looks. How's everybody's night going? So I'm going to use this little fluffy brush to blend. We're going to be using this a lot to blend everything together. And we're not really putting anything on the eyelid right now. We're just going to be focusing on this upper portion, and then we'll move to the eyelid afterwards to actually get the crease cut. And just so you're aware, I should have turned my notifications off. Thank you, Chelsea. This is the 3D fiber lashes, of course, and I do have 2 coats on. We haven't done much yet, Matt, no worries. What was I trying to say? I don't even remember. We're going to do lots of blending right now. Yeah, my notifications are going crazy and they're getting in the way on my phone. Next time I'm going to remember to turn those off. So we are just blending out that first shade right now. And like I said, we're just going to focus here above the eyelid and we're going to move to cutting the crease afterwards. So we've got that. Looks pretty well blended to me. And then let's go ahead and we are going to do this shade that's right next to that called Cocky. It's not showing me your whole comment, Dagan. Oops. I'll get back to you on, because I can tell you're asking a question, but it's not showing me the whole thing, but I'll get back to that in a little bit, okay? So we're going to go, and we're still using that deluxe brush, and we're going to go into that shade right beside it, Cocky, and we are going to do a little bit more defining of the crease. We're just kind of layering that in and blending again, and then we're going to use our actual crease brush afterwards in the same shade. Hey, Michelle! And you guys, if you have anyone that you think would be interested in seeing this tutorial that wants to try out a cut crease, definitely feel free to share with them. And we are using, again, that shade Cocky, and we're just kind of using the crease brush to further define that crease area. Hey, Lynn! All right. So when I did this last time, I did it opposite of the way I'm going to do it right now. So we'll see if this works a little bit better. And I think that that does look pretty even. Let's blend a little bit more up. And we're going to do just a little bit more of that lighter shade Perplexed up just a little higher, a little closer to the brow bone. And again, we're going to blend. So does anybody else have anything exciting going on this Saturday night? I took like a 2-hour nap earlier. That was pretty much, that and this are pretty much the highlight of my evening. So I haven't been doing anything super crazy. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to kind of again, define that crease a little bit more. You see how on the bottom of the crease here, it's a little darker? That's what we're gonna go ahead and do. So we're gonna use the shade Peppy, which is the darkest shade in this palette, and we're gonna use the liner brush. And I'll always tell you guys, if you're using a dark shade, to do a little less is better. Still sick, Patty. I hope you start to feel better this weekend. You better rest. Okay, so we are going to just kind of define the crease. We're going to basically just make a little line. Yes, getting rested on a Saturday night. I always am about that over the weekend, guys. I think that's always a good idea. Okay. And we'll probably go back into this shade again. Oh my gosh, is everybody sick? I'm so sorry, you guys. Trying everything. Ugh. I hope you don't have the flu like some of the other girls at work. It sounds like you guys are all having a good, like, chill, relaxing evening, which I always think is good. All right. So we've got that a little bit more defined. Don't worry, we are going to define it more. Let's go ahead and blend that shade just so we've got a little bit more definition in the crease area, okay? Some of you guys might know my left eye is my bad eye. I probably should have done this the other way. Oh, good, Chelsea. I'm glad you're not sick. Ooh, E.T. I haven't seen that in forever. Oh my gosh. Okay. So the next thing we are going to do is actually cut the crease, and we are going to use that shade of the Splurge Cream Shadow. This is Victorious. And like I've told you guys before, this is like a perfect nude for me, so that's why I picked this shade. And I'm just going to use, we're going to use a combination of brushes for this. I'm first going to use the cream shadow brush, and we're just going to put that all over the lid and kind of up to the crease, up to where we made that little line, and we're going to make it like a stark difference between the two, okay? So I'm going to start at the top. Oh my gosh! He needs to go to bed. He needs to go to bed so you can rest and chill. Is this music too loud? Oh no, now it's too quiet. Okay, so you see there's a pretty big difference in the shades here. Hurricane Bianca. I will definitely check that out. I've seen Wu-Tang Fu. I think that's the name of the movie. That was on Hulu, I think. I watched it on there. But that's an awesome drag queen movie. And then there's another one. Oh gosh, I can't remember the name of the movie off the top of my head. But it's about two ladies that pretend to be drag queens because they're like hiding from a mobster. It's crazy. It's really good though. Hey Sierra! Okay, so I've got my lid covered in Victorious now. We're going to go ahead and move that just a little bit outward so we can define the line here more too. And I am using the concealer brush now because this one gives me a little bit more control on the outer edge. Hey, Crystal! Tu Fong Wu. I can't, Matt, I'll get you the name of it. It's a really amazing movie that has Patrick Swayze. It has, I'm so bad about names sometimes. I can't think of anybody's names, but Patrick Swayze is a drag queen in it. It's an amazing drag queen movie. I've heard that some people have like decided to be drag queens because of that movie. I'll definitely find out the name and tell you. Oh my gosh, Chelsea, you must just be exhausted. Is he just like wired still, or is he starting to get kind of sleepy, I hope? All right, so you can see adding in that Victorious really helps to define that crease because we've got the really dark and the really light right next to each other. So that makes a huge, huge difference. Yeah, so you've seen the movie that I'm talking about then, right, Matt? Is it not Tu Fong Wu? It's something like that. That's not the whole title of the name. I know that, of the name, the movie. All right, so now that we've got Victorious on there, we're gonna go back in just a little bit more with that dark shade so we can make that crease just a little more defined. Okay, Sierra, you guys know what I'm talking about. Thankfully, I'm not so crazy. That movie is so good. I had never heard of it until a few months ago, and it's amazing. Okay, where'd my shader? See, this is so bad, guys. I really wish that I had either contacts or like a half glasses so I could see with the other eye. Yeah, thanks for everything. Hey, Nick! Okay, what am I doing with myself? I don't even know, guys. I'm going crazy. Oh, that was the right brush. Pardon me, I'm just losing my mind. Okay, we're gonna go back into a Peppy again with the liner brush and just define that crease just a little bit more. Thank you so much, Sierra. That's such a big compliment. Thank you. Sometimes I feel like I have no idea what I'm doing, so thank you for saying that. I think just going in to everything and just being like, you know what, I'm gonna try this and not being scared, I think that makes a huge difference, seriously. Okay, so let's go ahead and we've got that pretty well defined, but I do feel like this shade just needs to be a tiny bit darker. So we're gonna go, that's not the brush that I wanted to use. Here, we're gonna use the shader side of our liner brush. Thank you so much, Sierra. Oh gosh, your poor little boy, Chelsea. Oh, thank you, Matt. I'm so glad you went and got your nails done. That's so fun. Oh my gosh, Dagan, you just have to go into it all with confidence and not be scared. I really think that's the secret. And practice for everything always helps. Okay, so we're just adding just a little bit on top of that perplexed to just define it a little bit more. All right, I think that looks pretty good. So the next thing that I want to do, this is just a nice little fluffy brush. Hey, Sandy! This is the shade Blissful. We are going to use this and we're going to put that all over our eyelid and we're going to make it sparkle just a little bit, okay? And be very careful because you don't want to mess up that cut crease that we just spent all that time working on. So you just want to focus on the eyelid just to make it sparkle. Dagan, this is makeup magic. My brows do not look like this by themselves. Hey, Jessie. Oh my God, that is so, so true, Sierra. I will never forget the day that I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this. And my brow game, I feel like a new woman, honestly. It has changed my life. All right. So we have Blissful all over. Isn't that such a pretty, just like shimmery color? I really love it. Really love it. Okay. So I don't think anybody's eyebrows ever match. You just have to realize, I think this is a big part of it, is your brows are not always going to be exactly the same. They are not twins, they're cousins. So you just kind of want them to go together. They don't have to be exactly the same. Just get lipstick on my teeth again. I don't know why this always happens. Sorry guys. Okay, now let's go ahead and do some liquid liner. This is something else that I know a lot of people are afraid of doing, and I think you just have to try it and not be scared. So we are going to use some liquid liner. Yeah, we're going to do liquid liner right on the eyes, but we're not going to actually do that on the crease. We're going to do it just as a regular liner. And guys, like I said before, if there's anyone that you think that would be interested in learning this, please feel free to share it with them. Hey, Blanca! It's despite my teeth being so white. Maybe that's what it is, Sandy. That's probably my problem. Sierra, the confidence is the biggest reason why I love Unique. My confidence is out of this world. I mean, I just feel like a different person. I'm so, so, so glad that I get to be a part of your makeup journey because it's been amazing for me. Okay, guys, don't be scared of liquid liner. It is not scary. That is what I want to tell you, okay? Don't be scared. So, we are just going... This is a different angle than what I did before, so I'm like confusing myself. We're just going to make like a little line on the outside. It's probably the type of liner that you're using, Sandy. You might be allergic to it. Okay. I'm just going to bring that line out a little bit more so that it can kind of contrast against our cut crease. And then, being blind is such a challenge, guys. Hey, Lauren! So we are just going to bring that out across the lid. You can definitely do winged liner with a pencil, for sure. I can show you how to do that, Dagan, definitely. All right, and this liquid is not super, super black. Because there's not chemicals in it is the reason I've been told that it's not so dark. So if you want it to be really dark, you'll probably have to go over it once or twice. And I knocked my mirror over. Okay. And you just want to make sure that that line is as close to your lash line as you can get it. The tape trick I've always heard is really good. My skin is super sensitive and I cannot do tape on my face. So I tend to avoid that. All right, I'm pretty happy with that wing. It's not super crazy, but I like it. I think it is pretty well parallel to our cut crease. So we are going to do lashes next. You want it as dark as your soul. It definitely depends for our liquid liner. It depends on how long you've had it for. It also has to do with how you store it. You always want to store it tip down. I would say probably like two or three coats should be able to get it pretty dark. So let's go ahead and do our mascara now so we can have awesome lashes. Thank you, Dagan. Hello, husband. I never know if you're really watching this. I just don't believe that you would watch me put makeup on. How many of you guys, your guys' husbands or boyfriends, think that these are like torture devices and are scary? Actually, I know some women that think that too, so. All right, we are gonna do our transplanting gel. I am having fun. All of my friends are here with me. All right, we're gonna do gel, and you wanna be really careful not to mess up your makeup that we just spent all this time doing. But I just learned a trick for how to get it off if that happens, which I will show you guys if I mess it up. Nikki, you think they're torture devices? I mean, I've never hurt myself with them. Patty, you're gonna love it. Sandy, that's so funny. Look, guys, I messed up just so I could show you. That was totally on purpose. All right, we've got our transplanting gel. Our first coat. I like to do 2 coats of transplanting gel at the beginning. Lotion. I don't know if I've ever done lotion. I always used to do the Q-tip, like lick the Q-tip trick. But this trick that I just learned is the best I've ever had before. They are not terrifying, Nikki. You just need to give them a shot. All right, second coat of transplanting gel is on, and we are gonna do our fibers. So we are, oops, let's drop everything. We're gonna rub that on the back of our hand just to press down any loose fibers, and then we wanna do mid-lash to tip. If you're going for length, you can go a little bit higher up on the lash. If you are going for volume, you can go a little lower. But I would recommend not to go all the way down to the lash line. I have never done eyeliner on the lash curler, but I have been told that it doesn't work. So I just don't bother because I don't want my lash curler to be dirty. Nikki, that's definitely not true. All right, we're gonna do our second coat of transplanting gel. And this is super important. You wanna make sure to seal those fibers in. Okay, guys, look at them lashes. So you can stop there if you want to, but we're gonna do a second coat of fibers because we want these lashes to be intense with our fun look. Sandy, I've heard that people will put pencil liner on the eyelash curler on the part that touches your eyelids so that you can basically line your eyes at the same time. But I've also been told by several people who have tried it that it does not work. So I just don't bother with that. Hey, Betty! All right, let's do our final coat of transplanting gel. Them lashes. Oh, I love them. Okay, we're going to do a little on the bottom. And I just like to do the gel on the bottom lashes. Okay, let me show you this magic trick that I've learned. This is a matte lipstick. This is one of our liquid lipsticks that's matte, Dagen. And I think they are super fun. And like I said, they're really, really pigmented. And we've got lots of really great colors. Okay, so this is the spoolie end of my brow liner. Transplanting gel, so this mascara is a special mascara, our 3D fiber lashes. It's 2 steps. So the transplanting gel is basically like your regular mascara. This is the part that makes the fibers stick to your eyelashes. So you put this on first, and then you do the fibers, and the fibers are going to make your eyelashes basically look like you have falsies on. It's going to make them really, really thick, and it's also going to make them really long. And then you'll do a second coat of the transplanting gel to seal the fibers in so they don't fall off onto your face. So we are going to use the spoolie brush to just flick. Look at it! Like it's magic! It just flicks away the extra mascara that you got on your face. Isn't that amazing, guys? And it doesn't mess up your eyeshadow. You just flick it away. Isn't that so cool? I get so excited. I can't. I just learned that trick and I was blown away when I tried it the first time. Blown away. Right, guys? Is that not ridiculous? Yeah, I've never worn falsies before, but putting glue super close to my eyes like that freaks me out. Okay, I want to bring out my liner a little bit more now that we've got on our mascara. So we're just gonna just pull out that line. All right, yes, I love that. Okay. Isn't that so cool? Guys, okay, we're almost done. I promise we are almost done. I'm going to use my crease brush. This one I find works really well if you're going to do your bottom lashes too. So we're going to do just a little tiny bit of that shade Perplexed on the outer part of our lower lash line. And we're going to go about midway. Okay, and then we're going to go back into that really gorgeous shade here, Blissful. Thank you, Dagen. And we are going to do the inner part because we just want to make our eyes sparkle. And let's go ahead and do a little more here on that inner corner too. All right. Oh, isn't that so pretty? Love it. Okay, and the last touch, I'm just going to grab a flat shadow brush and we're going to go into this shade here, Romantic, and we're going to highlight our brow bone. Okay, guys. So you can all tell me what you think of this cut crease look. I am a fan. This is definitely time consuming. Hey Lauren, definitely took a little while, but I think it's worth it. Definitely, it's very dramatic. It's very different. With these lashes, I love it. I think it's really pretty. And you can do the cut crease with any colors that you want. I can definitely show you contour and highlight, Dagen. For sure, we can definitely talk about that. We can talk about that probably on a live that I'm going to do this next week. I'm going to make the schedule. Hopefully by Sunday we should have that schedule out. Thank you, Patty. Yeah, I'm totally digging this cut crease look. I'm so glad that I tried it, and I'm so glad that you guys all hopped on here and wanted to learn with me. I had so much fun sharing and learning with you guys tonight. Seriously, this has been the highlight of my evening. I've had such a good time. Hey, Mindy! All right, guys. So does anyone have any questions before I head out? You only highlight your brows. Highlighting all over, it is awesome. If you start doing it, you're gonna love it. Thank you, Lauren. All right, guys, so this is the look closed. Hopefully it looks good. I can't see it, obviously. I'm sure you can get a little bit more precise with cutting the crease. I think it looks pretty good when my eyes are open, at least. Thank you, Allie. Guys, this is such a fun look. I'm super, super digging it. I'm kind of sad that I'm not going anywhere tonight so I can show this off, but I'm definitely going to be trying it again. And like I said, the tools that we used palette 2, this gorgeous smoky palette, and then we used Victorious in Cream Shadow to cut the crease, and then I used a lot of different, oops, let me drop stuff. I used a lot of different brushes to get this look taken care of. So I feel like that's probably the part that's the most challenging if you don't have a lot of brushes. I think that having the different shapes and everything is going to make it a lot easier to be more precise, which with this look you kind of need to be pretty precise. Hey, Amanda! All right, guys, so let me know what you would like to see. Sandy! Let me know what you guys would like to see in my next live video. Thank you so much for hopping on here with me. It has been such a good time. I love sharing with you guys. Oh, Dagan, we can definitely talk about liquid lipsticks for sure. All right, guys, I'm gonna hop off here, but if you have any more questions, feel free to comment below, or of course you can always PM me. Let me know what you guys want to see for the next live video. I think this was a lot of fun, a little bit of a different look. Hopefully we'll be able to show you guys some more cut crease looks in the future as I get a little bit more comfortable and a little bit better at them. All right, guys, I hope you all have a fantastic evening, and like I said, I'm going to try to have that live schedule up by Sunday. So I'll see you guys very, very soon, and have a great weekend.